Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. You remember a couple of weeks ago we found a new bottle dump, and it was mainly from the 1950s. Now when we were leaving, we were having a wee wander around the area, and what we found was the much older end of the bottle dump, and this is Victorian. Now we've come back today to have a very quick look around here, maybe just 20 minutes, and the next time we're going to take an in-depth look here. Now, but let's see what we can find. Oh, before we get started, if you like what we're doing and you want to support our channel, swing by Ko-fi or our Etsy shop. Every little support helps.
So, while I was scouting around then, and Nicole was busy having a wee dig and scrape at that hole where we found all today's goodies, I came across this. Now, aside from the fact that we can see that there's been some pigeon mayhem here, I'm guessing there's been a fox or a cat has just had at it with the local pigeons. Besides that, we can see that there has been a little bit of digging going on here. So that tells me that next time we get along here, we're going to get straight to this point and start looking. But I think one thing that we will do before we go, I'm not sure if you can see it there or if you can get it. Can you see it just in there? There's an old milk bottle there. We're not going to take a close look at that. But there's a bottle alongside it, and it has something that you want to take with you.
Oh, is it a vulcanite?
It's another vulcanite stopper.
Alright,
So
okay.
I'll let Nicole get in there and grab that, and that will be the extent of our pilfering or hauling or whatever you want to call it from this site today. There you go. Look at that.
Very good.
Now, I'd keep your face back from that one if it's going to hiss. There's a lot of liquid in there. No hissing at all.
No,
just
no
pops right out. Okay, very cool. So, let's take that. And as I say, next time we'll take a much more careful and nuanced look at this pit. So if you remember a few weeks ago then, we were in the new bottle dump. Now a lot of the earth here, this is basically, this area is just given away underfoot. This area here is at the other end of that dump, and as we'll see in just a second or two, many of the finds here appear to be a fair wee bit older. Now there's lots of shards of stuff, there's lots of holes. Do you know what, every time I take a step forward I see a new hole.
Oh yeah.
There's another hole that I never saw before, and if we look up here there's a hole on the side. This is how I'm going to say hole from now on, because I have no bottoms to look at here. Now that is some of the lovely spongeware that was made in Kirkcaldy.
Yeah, and I absolutely love it. I'm thinking that we maybe put all the spongeware to one side, and you know what I really like is this little bit there. That's like the smudge. It just makes that piece that little bit more unique.
It's a human touch.
Yeah, so I think I'm definitely gonna pile all the this spongeware up. Now we found a little bottle here. I've got a sheared top and a little one here, so let's take this.
Now there's tons of stuff around here. There's a tiny wee bottle there. Look, check it out, wee pill bottle. Aww. So Nicole and I are supposed to be going around here together, but as always, Nicole's head is swivelling about the place.
So much stuff
There's so much stuff to look at, and we're not going to have enough time to look at it all today. So the idea is that we get a quick scan around it. That's a cute wee bottle, I don't know what was in it. So we scan around here today, and then we will come back another day and we'll take a proper in-depth look, and Nicole will get a wee scrapey thing out and all. Now there's a wee pipe bowl. It's bashed up, there's no stem on it, and I don't know if there's any motif on it at all, is there?
No, it
Can
looks,
you see there?
no, it looks like it's just a plain bottle.
A bottle?
No.
A bottle? A pipe?
A clay pipe bowl, yeah. It's badly bashed, so we're going to leave that one here.
Now there's another little bit of spongeware there, but it's just a little bit and it's broken. So are you going to pass on that one?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that one, but I did just see a little tiny piece there. You see on the top of that ginger beer bottle, it's like a little lid for a doll's tea set.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that as well. But from your description, which seemed to lack adjectives and direction, I wasn't sure if we were talking about the same thing. Now, maybe grab that up then. As I say, we're just going to grab today. And we'll have a wee look at what we're finding here. And have a think about coming back. I think we're definitely going to come back. Now, that is unusual. I don't think I've seen a bottle like that before, have you?
No, I have not. Okay, that is really cool. It's like a pill bottle, but a really long one.
Now you can see by the scale of Nicole's hands, that would have contained quite a lot of pills. Either that are massive horse pills, or even, dare we say, suppositories.
Yeah, I know. I have read that sometimes you got walnuts or something like that in brine or something like that. I think this would look really nice with sea glass in it. I'm just going to take it.
Okay, here we go again, folks. So it begins. How will it end? Now, there's a little milk glass thing there. There's a pipe stem there. Now that's got the mouth of the pipe stem on it as well. Whilst Nicole's picking them out, oh, it's not that one that I saw. You've seen another one. There's one there. There's also one there. Look, that's got the mouthpiece on it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Now, whilst Nicole's picking them out, we see more of these little medicinal bottles here that we are used to finding in the Victorian dumps. So these kind of help us date some of this stuff as well, isn't it? No.
That a bit of a pipe?
Yeah, another bit of a pipe. Tell you, folks were smoking daft, weren't they?
Yeah, I've also found this, and this is an actual pipe bowl.
All right.
Looks like it has TW on it, maybe.
Yep.
Not any other decoration. I'm going to take this one.
Okie dokes. So, moving along quite quickly then. What's that? Do you reckon that's a spring of some description?
Yeah, looks like the spring that we had broken in our car once.
It's not though, because look, this must have been a pipe, maybe for gas or something like that. It looks like it's copper, or maybe, yeah, I think it's copper.
Well,
but there's holes in it.
All right, it would be a really nice bangle.
Just leave a big stain, blue or green around your arm though, folks. That's the only downside. Now that is very pretty. That is a very pretty piece of glass.
Oh, that is super stunning. Now I'm kind of tempted to take it because but I don't think I can cut any pieces out to make it into a pendant. But oh, look at it, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is, but you know, as you say, you know, if we can't use it, then we should maybe leave it for someone who will cherish it. Now we're spinning around here. We can see bottles over there. So right at the minute, what we would like to find is, I guess, stoppers and any wee treats and stuff like that. Another couple of wee bottles down there. Lots of brick waste.
Oh yeah.
Lots of coal waste and fire waste. So we're used to that. You know, these would have been fire pits, essentially, or people would have made fire pits in the same areas as the dumps here. See a wee bit of I can never remember the name of that. Blue willow.
That blue willow, yeah.
Looks like it to me.
All right, hopefully that has the birds on it. Oh, no, it doesn't.
It has the top of the pagoda.
Yeah.
And I think is that the bridge? No, it's not. That's the pagoda.
No. Oh, that's a wee shame. I'm going to leave that one here.
Now this shows you what we were talking about earlier on the other day. These metalware.
Yeah.
The older the tip is, the more likely you are to find them completely corroded and falling apart like that. Unlike that smashing little pumpkin of a piece we found in the other dump. Yeah. Now, I'm a wee bit stir crazy today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Same thing as last time, really. Wee bit daft. Now look at that. There's a wee bit of spongeware.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now that looks like that's been a mug at some point. Now, do you know what? I think the contrast here, I'm not sure if I'm able to get this working right, actually. Oh no. There's a wee button you can press and
you broke it.
Go. There we go. I can see the colour now against the black, so that's very cool. And you've got that bit. Is that spongeware? That's not spongeware.
No, that's not spongeware. It looks more like transferware. I'm going to just take it and then we'll have a look and see at the different kind of spongeware patterns we found today.
Very cool.
Let's just take that.
Now, I'm going to stop that. I closed off that little colouring technique. I don't know what to call it. Nonsense, Craig. Stop talking nonsense. One in. Moving along. There's a wee jar. I'm guessing that maybe had some jam or more likely marmalade or something in that one. What else can we see here? There's a battery that hasn't fully corroded. So you can actually see, we talk a lot about these little rods in the batteries. And you can actually see the rod here. So this is a corroding battery. Not great for the world that it's in, but nonetheless, it is what it is. And that bit that you can see there, where that wee beastie was running around,
that one there.
that's the carbon rod.
Okay.
So that's the rod that we normally find. What have we got there? Is that ceramic?
Yeah, I think
is that a
so.
wee wheel?
I think I'm going to take that.
Now this, you can see that says cur. So I'm guessing that's cur. Coddy. And that would have been there's a nice actually embossed piece on that as well. It's a shame, you know, these things aren't in one piece, or it'd be quite nice to take. Anyhow, there's a tin lid there. Lots of broken bottles. Now I'm sure there are on the sides of some of these holes. Yeah, there we go. More bottles that are in one piece, like this wee thing here, or that bigger thing there. There's also a jar in that hole over there. Now I guess we're spinning around in circles here because there are so many options, and we're really just trying to scan this area just now just to see what is here. There's another jam jar.
Oh right, oh that's really cool.
Did you want jam jars?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take maybe just a couple if they are in
that one has a mark on the bottle. I'm going to say, diddums. Oh well, never mind. We'll be leaving that one.
Yeah.
Could you put jam in that?
No, you couldn't. Yeah, it does say G, I think, maybe on the bottom. Oh, that's a wee shame. Okay, well, we're not taking that one then. That makes it easy.
Now, there is a stoneware bottle over there. It is in pieces, just underneath the tree. But it's such a big bottle. Now, I don't know what that was. Do you think that was... oh, we found one there as well. Let's tip that down its side. Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
Oh, that is really nice, yeah. If only it was in one piece on the around the back, then we could cut that, because there's just so much writing on it. I think that's really beautiful, isn't it?
It is, that's very cool. I think what we'll have to do is just take a picture.
Yeah.
And we'll have to just put up with it as a picture. Now,
So I think we're just going to take 5 minutes here, 5 minutes at the beginning of the dump, and then we're going to have to scoot. But we're definitely going to come back here because we found some really, really promising things, and next time I'm going to bring my scrapey tool.
yeah, sounds cool. Sounds cool. Now, this, at a distance, I thought, oh, this is promising, because it's a big hole. But there's not an awful lot around the edges of this one, and not an awful lot for us to see. So I reckon this one here is where the scrapey tool is really going to come in handy. I can see maybe 2 pipe stems in there already. I can see bits of jars, what might be either a sauce bottle down there, or it could be a little inkwell. I'm not entirely sure. But all we can see on the side here is what's left of a little plate. That little medicinal bottle that Nicole just threw down there, I think because it's disinteresting, because it doesn't have anybody's name on it. And we've got this is viral. You'll remember the viral stuff.
Yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah, it's all these weird food supplements that the Victorians wolfed down in order to avoid eating actual food. Anyway, so I think maybe we'll not go in there this time round. Maybe we'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
And instead what I'll do, yeah, we'll bring our wellies. So we've not got our deep wellies on the day. But you can see it's quite promising. There's a lot of stuff that's been thrown back in there, I think.
Yeah, there's a red thing there, and I'm wondering if that's a bead or a berry.
It's a berry.
All right, okay.
Can you see it? Can you see the red berry? Oh, do you know what though? There's a pipe bowl, and it looks in better nick than many of the pipe bowls that we've seen.
Okay.
Now I'm going to leave that up to you if you want to take a dive into that hole. In the meantime, I'll take a wee wander around here.
Anything for the pipe bowl. Oh. Well, it's in perfect nick and it has TW on it.
Okay, very cool. Well, we know what TW doesn't mean. We've covered that quite extensively before. Now, I'm glad we did come round here because there's another item that Nicole is going to want to take immediately and not leave to chance. Can you see it?
Oh, I can't see it. What
You
is
can't?
it? No. Oh.
It's on the top of that bottle.
Oh, it's in like a tiny wee inkwell in glass.
No,
Oh, no,
it's a vulcanite stopper.
I see.
Yeah. Now there's a jar in front of that there, and there is a tiny wee bottle, which I reckon you're right. I think that probably is an inkwell. So, oh, that's cool.
What?
Never seen a bottle that shape before.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm hoping that this isn't properly underdug, or I'm going down about 6 foot into a hole. It's this wee thing. Look at that. So that's a very cool shape. I don't think I've seen one like that before. Now, it looks like there was a cork on the top of that one. There's a tiny little bit of label left, but nothing that we can read. And of course inside there is the dreaded white stuff. So we're going to be a wee bit wary of that. I'll pass it over to Nicole. What do you think of that?
No, I have never seen a bottle like this in all the books that I've read and forums that I am a member of. It's really intriguing and I absolutely love it. It's like a little genie bottle.
That's very cool. Well, we'll definitely take that one then because we have never heard tell of such an object before. Now that looks like it was a bath.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
maybe a wee bit short for a bath. But yeah, back in the day, folks, you didn't have a big bath in the house. Instead what you had was a tin bath, and you filled it up with kettles of boiling water, and then if you were lucky, if you were a wee child, you could pop in there and you could have a proper bath, and if not, you would just basically have a bath either at the sink or beside the fireplace with one of these tin baths. Now this is quite cool. There's quite a few bits and bobs in here. There's a lot of loose earth here as well though, and plastic gloves where you can see people who are looking around the dumps here are doing well, more sensible than me. I've got bare hands, folks, but don't worry, I shan't be putting them in my mouth anytime soon. And that's maybe a reasonable thing to mention actually, whether you're at the beach or whether you're at a bottle dump. It's probably not a good idea, given the kinds of things that were dumped in these areas, to be popping your fingers in your mouth. No! Changing the subject a wee bit there. What is that? Do you know, that is the funniest thing in the world, right? Here is a bit of a tree, a root that has grown through a milk bottle at some point. That is very, very cool.
That is very, very cool. And there's a tiny bottle here.
I'm going to say that's insulin or something like that.
Probably is. I'm going to take that. I'm kind of hoping that maybe I'll say insulin. There's another wee bottle there.
Well, it has a lid on it, so I'd be careful because there's contents in there. The other thing that I think is really cool is, I don't know, is this a train? Is it part of like a kid's toy or something, do you think?
It's a bus.
I don't think
maybe
it's a bus.
train.
I'm thinking it's a train.
I'm taking that.
It's very cool. Now I don't know if that's metal. We'll be able to find out when we pick it up in a second.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very cool object. Now this is the other wee bottle that Nicole wants to grab as well, so we'll grab that in just a second. Now, you know, I don't think we're even going to have a look over there. I think what we'll do is we'll just go over to the other end of the dump and we'll see what can be seen there, and then we'll save this for another day and we'll get back along here. Is that metallic?
I think so, yeah. It says land, I think, on it. I think that could be just briefly cleaned and you could put that into a frame and that would look amazing.
It's very cool, isn't it? You have to be a wee bit careful cleaning it. You see the paint is kind of scraping off there, but that's a very, very, very cool find.
Yeah, I
Okay,
love that.
let's get along to the other end of the dump and we'll have a wee look. So we've come from over there and now we're here, and we're just going to take a wee look, just a very, very, very brief scan at these holes here where we've left a bag. And you may recognise from our previous bottle dumps that we're being followed by a small Snoopy type dog over there. Anywho, there is quite cute, oh that is lovely actually, can you see that? There's just there's a little bird. Is that a bluebird, do you think? I think it's supposed to, it is blue, I mean it's literally blue.
Oh.
But I'm not sure if it's, what do you reckon?
That is really beautiful, and I reckon I could probably cut that out and make that into a pendant. That is really nice. I'm going to take that. Could be a blue tit or some other bird.
It's a blue something. It's a blue something for
one,
sure.
Or is there one on the other
It's
side?
the one on the other side. Oh, there is. There's a wee bit faded, that one.
Oh.
That one seems to have pink eye.
2 lovebirds. Let's take them.
Okie dokes. Grab that then. Now, we saw this big tub thing in front of us, and I'm pretty sure that says Lipton.
Ah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll walk around it and see. Yeah.
So do you reckon then that would have been a super huge, I'm going to say bucket, for tea leaves or for tea bags or Lipton tea? Would it have been Lipton tea, do you think? It must be, right?
Oh, that's the only thing I can think of that is Lipton. It's really cool.
Yep.
And I wish it had been whole, but I guess if it had been whole, it wouldn't be here.
If it had been whole, you would not be looking at it now. It would have been away.
Yeah.
Now there's a wee brown bottle in here. I'm not sure what that one is. Oh, it's like a malt jar or something like that, isn't it?
Oh no, I don't know.
It's got stuff on it.
It's got stuff on it. I love when it says stuff on it.
The ideal.
The ideal food something.
Oh, it's going to be one of these things. Have this instead of food.
Yeah. Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin. I want to say Ovaltine, but it doesn't say Ovaltine.
Maybe it was one of these things that it sounds a wee bit like Ovaltine, but we've changed one letter. Of course, this is not infringement of copyright. It's very cool. I don't know what that is, but we'll have a closer look and see again if we can figure out what it is. Now that, you reckon that is UV? That
is definitely uranium glass, yeah, and you can see it has it almost glows here under regular daylight.
Quite sharp.
So yeah, this is definitely from the 20s, 30s, this area, but it's older than the other part that we looked at.
Very cool. Now, oh look,
What's that metally bit?
Oh, I thought that was a wee bit of poison bottle. It's not. It's just clear glass. That one,
Okay.
or sea foamy type glass. You know, I don't think we're going to even get into that area there. We could be here, literally, we could be here all day. So what we're going to do is get ourselves back along and take a proper scrape along. Now, what I wanted to do was come up to where Nicole's looking at just now. We'll take a tiny wee look over on that side of the hole, because there's something there that's I find it a wee bit upsetting. Well, it's probably not, because I'll tell you what it is in advance. It's kids' shoes, it's children's shoes. They're tiny wee shoes there. And you know, why would that be upsetting? Kids grow out of shoes, right? And they have to end up in a dump at some point. There's only so many times you can put tacks on the bottom of your shoes before you're actually a tap dancer.
Now, how creepy is
that?
that? It's a figurine. It's a plastic figurine, I think.
It's a wee dolly.
Yeah, it's a wee dolly. I did actually find like a clown thing, and it's in my bag, so I'll show you that later.
Do you know what's really cool?
No?
If you think about dollies in the 60s and even in the 50s, I guess, the plastic was much thicker. That is so thin.
Yeah.
The plastic shell of that doll.
Yeah. It's
Weird,
quite
isn't
weird.
it? I mean, we just make so much plastic nowadays that we kind of take it for granted. But that kind of suggests that plastic was kind of expensive, a wee bit harder to produce or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now
Sort of
we've got
tempting to take it, but I think I might leave that bit here.
Yeah, and how are you going to reinflate it? That's the thing, right? We've got a wee lid there, and that's very cute, very sweet there. There's wee flowers there, or maybe they're berries. I think they're flowers though. So that's right, just alongside this one here, right? And this Ovaltine clone.
Yeah.
Now you found a wee milk glass jar there.
Yeah, and it's an interesting shape. We haven't found that shape before, actually. Don't think there's anything on it as such. So there would have been a paper label somewhere here. I'm just swiping it. Maybe there's something on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Yeah, on the bottom.
On the bottom.
What do you think? Is there something? I think there's some writing there on the edge. But yeah, it's probably had cold cream in it. Really nice, nice shape actually.
Is that part of a lamp or something? Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah. Oh,
heavy
yeah,
metal.
It is heavy. No, it's more like
I'm
a
reminded
kind
of
of
Spinal Tap. Heavy metal, rock and roll.
It's more like a kind of motor type thing. That's how heavy it is.
Okay, very good.
There are a couple of other things over here.
Now Nicole has placed 2 items that she's just found for our perusal, and on the way to that item we'll see that there's a wee poison bottle here, which is quite cool. What's this one? Not to be taken.
Yeah, but it's a really nice green colour. It's more like a teal colour.
Yeah, it's quite different to the dark green we normally see.
Yeah, usually we have that really bright green. But I did find these 2 things here, and I always love to find a little bit of cutlery, because it's just really nice to just put a couple of beads in them for display. So there's a wee spoon here. Definitely going to take this gorgeous wee spoon, and then I'm going to show you something really special. Look, what do you reckon?
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool, and it's kind of given me an idea maybe for a craft project, and I'm wondering and I'm hoping that we can use it. So we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Well, we're about to wrap up, but before we do, I did say that I wanted to go over to this side of the hole here and take a wee look at the stuff that's there. Now there's a couple of jars there. They may have been, as Nicole pointed out earlier, they may have been honey jars, similar to the product that we found in the later bottle dump. The observant among you can probably see that on the bottles here there's the first signs of rain, which is beginning to fall, so we are going to kind of get ourselves out of here quite quickly. This bottle here has a cork lid here, and it has a lot of label left, but there's only just this tiny little section of label at the bottom. There's the only bit that you can see. It's a real shame.
Probably a whiskey bottle, looking at the shape of it.
And the colour as well. Now these are the things that I found a wee bit sad. But you know, everybody grows out their shoes and has to get other ones. These would have been really smart shoes as well. They're like wee brogues. You can see the little a detail here at the back of the heel, that would have been all stitched in, and you've got the wee toe cap there as well. So these would have been smart shoes. These would have been your Sunday best, I think.
Yeah. I wonder if that it's not a pair, is it?
I'm not
It's two
sure.
different sizes, but there's something underneath.
There is something underneath. I know what it is. You know what it is. We all know what it is. Everybody kens what it is. There's twa of them and all. So we can take that wee shoe off there, and you can see that there's actually two wee poison bottles. One in much better condition than the other one.
Okay, yeah, this one is actually a really nice condition. It says poisonous, not to be taken, and overall it looks very nice. The other one, yeah, that's...
Can you maybe angle that just
Oh yeah, sorry, it's just broken. Yeah, and it's also it's really rare, because poison bottles, the rarest ones I think are these ones in a kind of seafoam colour. So that's very nice, and I think I might just take that for our collection and take the top off.
Let's have that, and we'll get ourselves away off to the car.
Well, that was an amazing 20 minutes. Well, maybe it was an hour. But we had a really cool time, and we found some really cool things. So we're going to definitely come back here. And it only remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. If you like what we do, please pop by our Etsy shop or Ko-fi and buy us a wee virtual coffee. Now, we're going to see you next time. Thank you.